yeah, so in my mind, I was just walking there and like for some reason, like on the inside, I knew it's there already. Like it's like, do you know this like movie Interstellar with I don't even know if I say it right, but like with Matthew McConaughey, and he's in like this black hole, whatever, and all these things happen at the same time, and it's very different from the linear sense of time that we think time is. You know, it's like basically happening all at the same time. And that's how it felt. That's how it felt. It was like, yes, it's in the future, but that's not how it felt. It felt like it's actually there already. That was so weird. It was so mind-blowing. So it was very weird, like very weird, but like very real that I said goodbye to my hometown. I was like, I love you. I will miss you. I will come back, but now there's a different life that I'm moving on. Like, you know, it's weird. But this is a spiritual download. Or things like being sure about different things. Just being sure it will happen. Like, I did not doubt them anymore because they were already happening in a parallel universe. And I know that they happen. But it wasn't anything that I did consciously. It was very unconscious. It was just like there. It was so weird. And that's when I actually started Googling and spiritual awakening and all that. And then like all of this explained what I was going through. And yes, it was a spiritual awakening that would bring me from my old personality onto my new. Now I'm going to tell you something that really has blown my mind. And that is freaking insane. And you can say whatever you want to say. But that was insane. So, as I said, my dad was in the hospital and he got really sick, right? And we, after he got out of the coma, we hoped he would get better, but we didn't know. And it was nothing was, we didn't know. It was not clear if he would make it, if he would not make it. It was very unclear, and that was the thing that drove us crazy. Because of course you have your hopes up, but like you don't. Anyways, so my mom, there was also like one psychic. She's not a psychic in that sense. I don't know how to explain what this lady does, but we've talked to her a couple of years ago, and she's actually doing that a lot. Like, it's not that she would remember us, but my mom was like, you know what, do you remember? And I do, yeah, sure. I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna call her because I don't know what to expect. Like, I'm going insane. I was like, you know what, I don't know. Anyways, well, the day after, she told me that she has actually talked to her. Well, we only talked to her on the phone. Like, we never saw her in person. She doesn't even know who we are. We don't know who she is, but we know her name. That's it. And she's like a psychic, but whatever. So it's just, it's weird. I don't even like talking about that because I don't know if these things are legit, but the thing that blew my mind is what she said, basically. So the day or 2 days before my mom said that she would want to talk to her, my dad, you know, he was in the coma, and he woke up from the coma, and like also a couple of days later, he was talking about the dreams he had, and he was still in a very like state where you don't know what's real and what you dreamed, basically. So he was talking about, like, he used a certain word, which I'm not going to say, but he said, this man wants you. And me, my brother, and my mom, we were in the room, and I think even my aunt, but I'm not sure. Anyway, so I was like, wait, what man? I was like, that man. And I thought that this was like someone that wants to like haunt me or, you know, kill me or whatever. I was like, yeah, that's just a dream. Like, it's fine. I was like, no, he wants you, like, like on a, like in a romantic way. That's what he further then explained. I was like, well, yeah, but I don't have a boyfriend, like I'm single, it's fine. So the expression he used is very, very, very crucial, okay? So remember what I just said. And then the day after my mom told me that she wanted to talk to this like woman, we sat down, because whenever we were at my dad's, we would sometimes get like coffee and then sit down and talk. And she was sitting there and saying like, yeah, I actually talked to her yesterday. And I was like, wait, what did you talk about? Like, what did you say? Blah. And she said like, yeah, he's very worried because like we have 3 kids. I have 2 brothers and then it's me. And then he's worried about one of my like siblings. And then she said like, but there's like, she doesn't know how many kids my dad has. She doesn't know if he had brothers or if he has or if he had boys or girls. Like she didn't know. So she was like, no, but there's a young woman. And then my mom was like, yeah, maybe this young woman is my daughter or our daughter. And she was like, yeah, but he's not really worried about her, but he's worried about this man. And it was the same exact word my dad used when he got out of the coma. And I sat there, was like, what the fuck? I'm sorry, but what is going on? Like, I was like, so like, you know what? Everything she said was so eerie, and actually turned out it was accurate. But I called her the next day to ask her what she meant by that, and she explained so many things, and she said so many things and details she cannot know. She cannot know. Even if she would have my full name, she can't even Google me because I don't have any Facebook or whatever. I don't have that. She would not know. So that was crazy. But the thing that was even crazier was that I asked her about something that an actual psychic told my mom when I was younger. My mom went to like a, not psychic, maybe medium psychic. No, I think psychic. That's the proper expression. When I was younger, and she showed her a picture of me. And since I said that I want to live in a certain country one day, she basically said that if I will live there one day. So yeah, basically she went to this lady and showed her a picture because she wanted to know something about me that she was worried about. And then this lady said, the first thing she said was like, I'm an old soul, which I'm not really sure how you would know from a picture, but that's not important right now. But she said that I'm gonna have a hard time, like I'll have a hard life. Basically I'll just struggle. I won't have it like easy like other people. And I did not know that. Like my mom told me that a couple of days after my dad went to the hospital. I did not know. But that was something that really like made me go crazy because of it. Felt like, you know, no one wants to hear that, right? So the lady that my mom talked to the day, the lady that we both talked to, I asked her on the phone when I talked to her what this psychic or medium lady meant by that. And she was like, you know what? You have a 15-year karmic cycle, basically. It's like bad things happen to me in order for me to learn and uplift and to get my karma up front. And this time's gonna be over by June this year. And I was like, what the heck is going on? And whenever I heard that, I was like, this is so weird, because I've already experienced this spiritual awakening where things were clear and I felt like the good things are now going to happen. Like, it's actually already there. And that was so crazy. And then I just looked up so many different books and researched, and I actually found an Instagrammer, and she explained it all. That old souls basically upfront their karma in order to learn early on and to use everything they learned in order to fulfill their mission, which would also make sense with what I'm planning on doing in my business. So everything just made sense. It's so crazy, and you can call me crazy, and I don't care what you think about this video, but not because I mean like I don't care about what you think as a person, but because that's true, that's authentic, that's my experience. I've experienced that, and I can truly say that I am a different person now. Like, I am a different person. So different. I don't recognize myself the way that I was a couple of months ago. I do not recognize myself the way that I was years ago. It's very strange. And I know that good things are gonna happen, and I know what to do. And I'm very calm. I'm not anxious anymore because I trust, because I know. And I fully trust whatever's in the stars for me, because I know it's gonna be good, because I feel it, because I know it. I don't stress out. I don't need to know the how. I just trust, and it's coming my way. So I think this video was also very, very important, and let me tell you why. Because first of all, I love watching old videos of me on my YouTube channel, because I just see myself how I was back then and what I dreamed of. And I remember being in college, and at that time I didn't know what would happen in my life. I thought like I would not make it through college, you know, and then eventually I did it. And it's like I'm just looking back at like myself, and I just want to hug myself and be like, it's all gonna be okay, you know. So I just really want to document my life on here, no matter like what anyone thinks. I want to do this because I want to encourage other people, especially women, that nothing is impossible and that you can do everything. And then like, don't ever give up on yourself. And I want to be living proof of that life can change for the better, and no matter what happens. And I just want to look back at myself in the future and be like, seeing myself right now and being like, I remember this situation, but like, you know, all these great things happen from there on, and I'm like so excited, and like I just want to show everything. And you know, I'm a very hardworking woman, and like I want to encourage all of you out there that we can all do it. Okay, I'm not special. I'm not smarter than anyone. I'm not better than anyone, you know? I'm not even wealthy. But I will. And I know it's gonna happen. Like, I already am in my 5D person, you know? I'm already there. But you know, it's crazy, but like we all are capable of so much more. We are capable of everything we desire. And I just want to show that. And this is something that's very important to me. And I just want to be very authentic. I don't want to sugarcoat anything. I just want to be very authentic. And yeah, that was a very long video. If you like stayed through it, thank you so much. I hope you learned something from it. I hope you enjoyed it. And maybe you've experienced similar things. Like, honestly, comment down below, contact me, write me on Instagram, text me anywhere, because I want to know, you know. I'm also curious about you guys out there. I'm also curious about other people going through this. I genuinely am. So yeah. But now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you in my next one. Bye.